the perfect pair. Today we are on location in the 5-star hotel of our choice that we picked out for you all. We wanted to be fancy with our new guests that are coming in. So welcome to the perfect pair. I'm Tangerine.
I'm Marty.
And today we have a great show for y'all. We're going to talk about love in black and white.
Oh, you really should have been a talk show host.
Wait,
because I just would have read what was up here, like interracial love.
Interracial love.
That's what I said.
Or like the black and white on love. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You.
Making it real good, real for the people. So we have two fabulous guests that we will be bringing to you. But before, let's be still. You fade in the hotel. Okay. You keep fading.
Yeah, I know. So I really don't want my face seen in the hotel.
Right. So before we get started, let's go to our favorite part of the show. And that is drink time with Shaking and Joy.
Okay. And to everybody that is watching, we are having a cocktail called the Shane Park. And it just reminds me of summertime. It reminds me of being at Shane Park concerts and you get your blue drink, you know, when you go.
Those blue drinks. Listen here. Oh, yeah. So it's about to be blue.
It's about to be blue.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's about to be blue. So here we go. And this cocktail features rum and vodka. So
I'm about to act up.
Don't act.
I am so glad that y'all know me by now.
I'm so glad these her friends.
With rum and vodka.
So glad these her friends.
It's about to be a good show. So let's show the drink today.
Yes.
What are our ingredients, darling?
Okay. So we have.
That's a lot of stuff in there.
This is okay.
I'll let in the kitchen.
It's fine. Okay. It's fine. So we have. Well, you all know we have to have a double. So that means
we got big glasses today too.
We got big glasses.
So this is a drink, but we want to watch you. So let me take this off. They got the ingredients to the Shane Park. Hey, Virgie, how are you, hon? And hey, to everybody out there. And if you weren't here last week, Marty's book came out.
Yes.
So what's it called?
Shake and Enjoy More. So me, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm moving. Okay. Just forgive me while I'm moving, y'all. Okay, just forgive me while I'm moving.
I took an advanced course in technology this weekend, so I can get stuff together.
So then I'm adding the rum now.
So it's equal parts of rum and vodka.
No.
Oh,
so you get a full ounce of vodka and a half ounce of rum, but you know, it's us. We drink on this show. We drink. Because y'all know the show gets better when
the drinks kick in and the conversation get going.
We get to laughing.
Yes, it hasn't come out yet, Virgie, but it will be coming out soon.
Yes.
She's talking about the new book.
Oh, I'm sorry, Virgie. Yeah, it'll be out soon. And then we have
sour mix.
Yes.
So what are you drinking today, Virgie? And I hope everybody out there has your drink. This is Marty. I am going to let you know this is going to bother me.
Why?
By seeing you fade in and out.
It's just it's part of my everyday life. If anybody that knows me knows I'm here today, gone tomorrow. I was with you for a little while.
It's who you are.
It's who I am. I'm like, it's bothering her, but I'm completely comfortable with it. Like, I just talked to her. You know, when you talk to me for 5 days, you won't talk for me.
And that is true.
That's just
you be like incognito.
I just be trying to move.
I'm glad I can get through on the bad phone though, because when I be needing to get through,
when she want to get through, I cannot turn her away. She don't want to hear it. So, you know,
I know that when I want to talk, I want to talk. So you're headed to lunch. Oh, you drink when you get there, you know, pregame? Like, I don't understand that. Like when you get dressed and you put on your music, you know, start drinking. So that's what I fixed me a drink out of Shake and Enjoy. And then I start getting dressed.
Really?
Except for the show, because I don't want to overdo it because we get a little
I think I've drank maybe 2 times before this show, and it has been brutal.
How can you? Because the amount of alcohol we consume in such little time.
I mean,
it's so fun.
And then you're gonna add this pineapple juice, cause y'all know.
Oh, I'm so intrigued. I'm so excited. I love pineapple juice.
I do too, and apparently none of your neighbors like it though.
Why?
Because me and my kid ran around to all the stores
to find it.
Yep.
That mean they really like it because it was gone.
They ain't have it.
But did you know a secret about me?
What is it?
I'm gonna tell you right now that you done making a drink.
What?
I'm allergic to pineapple juice.
You know what, you told me that before, and I was saying like, wait a minute, but you drink.
But I drink it. I'm allergic to that and strawberries, but I indulge in both. Don't worry, it's not bad.
Okay.
What's in that? She been mixing for 25 minutes. It's like 100 ingredients. Let me show you one last time. This is called the Shane Park. We have rum, vodka, blue carousel, sour mix, and pineapple juice. And for my people who can't pronounce it, blue caraca.
Stop it.
That's how people go in the store and be like, can I get some blue caraca? But it's blue carousel. I think that's how you pronounce it, right?
I'm not
I sound real fancy saying it.
I'm not getting involved in that.
So we are about to indulge in this 25-minute drink.
I know. So this is when you actually have some time and you can, make it and enjoy it. Maybe even make a picture of it. So when you go back for your refill.
That's enough ice for me. Next time, use your hand.
I can't. I don't know how to do that.
I will use my hand.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Why are you so excited?
Girl, you don't know what we did before this show. It was just
y'all don't know our life.
We have to start early or something. Ooh.
But we bring this.
Oh, it's coming out so pretty.
We bring this to you all. So we go through a little bit, but it's only because we want to give you all the best. Okay.
Oh, can we? I can't wait for what's popping.
What?
Lush, no. It is first Sunday, right?
Oh, no.
So we are indulging in communion.
Not me, Jesus. I'm sorry.
I just ate a fry, so that was the body. This is the blood, which is to be shared with you.
Oh, not getting involved
He turned water into wine.
Not getting involved in this, y'all.
He did. This is biblical. You can drink without the intent of getting drunk. And I'm not intending on getting drunk.
But historically.
I like how you switch with Amy the most.
I do what I can around here. Cheers.
Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa. Yeah. It's summertime in here.
Oh, yes. I'm feeling good now. You're really fading in and out now.
It's summertime.
Turn out to be the tangerine.
Listen, and you're like, I can hear her in the background. She must be at the reception desk.
Don't move. You're perfect. Just keep drinking, just like
that. Oh, God.
So, anything else with Shake and Enjoy?
No. You gave them the details on the book coming out soon. Mm-hmm. I will post all of that information for everyone when it is readily available. And website will be launched this week. So you can catch if you want a copy of the old book, you can get the old book. You can have a look at our merch that will be coming out soon. And the bar tools, which will feature a shaker, muddler, jigger, and a strainer. Everything you need to make your life complete. And maybe it's just me, but maybe you want to keep this cocktail tool set in your car, because it's a lot of porch parties and backyard parties. And
I have them in the summer, so you come over and bring your stuff. Yeah. So I have mine. And be drinking fancy. I want to go to a cabaret. I haven't been to a cabaret in years because of COVID. You know what? Go ahead. Yeah. Let's go with it. Let's go. All right. So the next segment is my favorite, and I hope it's your all's favorite. It's She's Pressed. So today with She's Pressed, the set of the day is. You gotta get that. This is called Blueberry Yum Yum. And this was an exclusive set that I made for a client for her birthday, which is
today.
Happy birthday, Rashonda! Woo!
Don't blame
it on Sean. Don't blame me.
Don't blame me.
Yes. So she is the maker of like all of our Jello shots and everything. Yes. So she told me for her birthday, she wanted some bling. She wanted long. I knew her favorite color was blue, and she let me have my way. So I love it. And I just got to show it one more time because what I really love, if you can focus in to the pinky nail and the ring finger that's below, those are bears on there with little stones.
So when I saw the picture, because you all don't, this is a whole operation. We do a lot of prep to get this show together. So when I saw the picture, I said, wait a minute. There's a little rhinestone teddy bear. And I was like, oh, that is so cute.
So that just made me so happy. I have had those for like so long. And
that was the first time you was able to use the rhinestone teddy bear?
Because I just be buying stuff. I do. I find pleasure in buying nail supplies. Because I love nails. Like that's my passion. I go downstairs and then I just like zone out. Throw on a good movie that I really don't watch just to hear sound or a book or run my mouth on the phone. And then, hey, that's it.
I think at this age, we're all doing the same thing with the TV. We just have it on.
I'm about to cut off cable.
Yeah, I don't have the cable.
So, just to go back so we can get to the good stuff. Within 10 minutes of me putting it set on the website, I got 3 orders for it.
Hello.
So somebody was like, can you hurry up and put it on the website? So y'all can go on the website. It's under Bling Nails and get Blueberry Yum Yum, which is actually a song. I didn't know she named it after a song. So, hey, G West. Yes, I do still have cable, but I'm about to disconnect it because I don't watch it.
Listen, I have been off the cable for years.
Okay. So that's it. When she's pressed.
And that is it.
That is it. You know.
But the nails were very, very cute. Very cute. I like those.
So let's get into it because
it is time for what?
What's popping?
And let me tell you, it's been a week.
Well, you got something to say before I go?
First of all, Rihanna is pregnant.
Oh, she is. She looks so cute pregnant. I'm so excited.
And you hearted my comment the other day when she took that picture of her belly.
It was so cute.
And she said gang. She said when the gang shows up.
Yeah.
And I tagged your name.
Right. I thought you wanted me to.
No. Remember I said, I believe, this just me, y'all, because I'm an overthinker. I think they having twins.
They could possibly.
Because he had on the blue jacket and she had on the blue
But coat. It was the blue jeans. But she could.
Listen, people,
gang.
She said when the gang shows up, and I'm like, the gang, like when it's just you and one more person, that's just a pair, y'all duo. A gang,
girl, you be reading.
I'm telling you, if she had more than one baby,
I was like, the gang showed up. He didn't shot up the club. I didn't know. Shoot, I wasn't reading. Like
I'm happy. I'm very happy for her. I want to see Rihanna with a baby.
You think they'll get married?
I don't think so. I think Rihanna is non-traditional enough to just say, let's just be happy.
You think she'll be like Oprah? Like he'll be her stedman?
I mean, yeah. I mean, why not? They already happy.
Could you have
they making them? Yes, I could.
Really?
Yeah.
You would want to just be with somebody forever and ever and ever and ever.
Forever and ever and ever.
I think that's a lie.
And ever and
I think you don't really know what you want.
No. Oh, because I'm glad you said that.
They're going to get married, you West.
I'm glad you said that. Why? I'm glad you said that. Because a couple weeks ago, I told you all that I was ready. And then the first 48 happened after the show. And yeah, it's a no.
It's a no for me, dog.
I'm straight. I don't want it. I don't want it.
We tried.
You know,
the
crime has to be solved within the first 48. And it's a no for me. So,
but it could be a no for you, but I am going to tell you, I am proud of you because you entertained the idea.
I tried for 48 hours.
You put that foot, like you tested the water.
I put my right foot in and I took my right foot out.
Listen,
I said,
shake that shit off.
All about and did the hokey pokey. Yep, that's what I did. So yeah,
I'm gonna keep trying on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a while.
Okay.
It's not enough for you, Sun City. No, it's not, cousin.
Why?
I don't know.
Why y'all don't want to accept people just want to have them?
Because I want people to be in love. Because I think love is beautiful.
You can be in love and not be married.
But see, we weren't even talking about marriage. We was just talking about you being in a relationship.
That's what. Oh no.
Because you weren't about to be married.
Oh no, not married and not.
I just want. Okay, just do like this. So I won't force marriage on other people, but I will promote love.
Okay. Yes.
But if you're going to be together forever, I will force marriage, because if they die, you're not going to be a special friend in their obituary, and then their parents going to put you out the house.
No, you just have to have your paperwork in order. You just got to have your paperwork in order. You don't have. I don't have to be your wife to get everything. You can have it written down in paper, like everything goes to her.
He said the crime don't have to be solved in 48, but evidence has to be gathered. It was gathered and.
It was gathered and assessed, and I said no. The difficulty.
DNA was taken.
It was bad.
Witnesses.
Yeah. Yep. I even gave somebody a bag of chips and a Coca-Cola to sit down and for the interrogation, and yeah, it's a no. It's a no. I had a snitch on it, and it was a no. Yeah. You better not choke on this show. I keep telling you this every week. Don't choke on this show.
Oh, it's the rum and vodka. It is. Listen, I feel like I want to hear what's his name, Maze and Frankie Beverly right now. I'm feeling good.
Do not choke.
And it's only been like 17 minutes. I'm gonna just started rubbing the hair. I didn't start it getting hot.
Here we go.
Okay, I'm about to stop. I'm about to drink this water.
Drink the water, yeah. So that was my current event. We was talking about Rihanna being pregnant. Okay. So congratulations to her.
So I have two things.
What?
Well, because somebody told me a quote today and I was like, I'm gonna bring this quote up on the show, because me and this person are always arguing. I can't even find the quote right now. So let me go to my second thing while I look for the quote. It was AJ Johnson was on Angela Yee's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And she played the mother in Friday.
Yes, okay.
She now has a TV show on where she's like fixing people's lives, therapist or something, right?
Life Boy. Coach. She was in Baby Boy.
What'd I say?
What was the other movie, y'all?
What did I just say?
She just says another movie, and it wasn't that movie.
It wasn't Baby Boy.
No, you said Friday. That's what you said.
Oh, because AJ Johnson was the other AJ Johnson. It was Baby Boy. Sorry, cousin. I do know. She was with Melvin. So, life therapy. Thank you. Okay. So, she has the show. So, they were talking about threesomes. And the question was, most people, when you think of threesomes, you think of two women and a man. Mm-hmm. And they were like, do you ever think it'd be common for it to be two men and a woman? And, they were talking about, is that considered a train? All this kind of stuff. And she said, that's the only kind I had. I said, what? She said, that's the only kind I had. For her 50th birthday, she was in somewhere, found her two nice dark-skinned French men that they were friends, and they were having fun off the Patron. She said it was in case anybody wanted, like the mocha, the cafe Patron. It's like a coffee Patron.
It's the coffee one.
She said that gets the party started, and they said you can add a little milk, and it's like a whole coffee.
Stay away from that one.
So she said it was like tango, where, hey, she was really attracted to one, but the way she was feeling when she got with one, and she turned around, and she said they just like took turns. She'll be with one and be with the other, and she was just like, it was wonderful. So, is it still considered a threesome with two men and a woman, or do we have to give it another name because it's two men?
I don't think we have to give it another name. It's still three people.
I still think it's a threesome, but people talking about running a train.
No, a train, really? Like a train. Y'all know what a train is. Stop playing.
That would be like a lot of people. It was not a gangbang. It was not like a billion people.
It's like 6 15-year-olds and one girl on the mattress on the floor. That's a train. It's not a train.
And what? Like, how do gas feel about that? Like, do you just say hey, I want to do it with you and this guy, or does it just happen? I mean, how do threesomes with two women work? Do you just be like, hey, I like that girl, let's have her? Like, who asks who? And what would y'all ever do it in the world? Like 50th birthday, let's say your 40th birthday, 45, all the way live. Would you just be out there? You in a whole nother country. No one knows your real name. And you off whatever liquor you off.
I think it happens when you're being completely honest with your desires, with whoever you're with. Just tell them like you're interested in this, or you can go with the flow. And sometimes, usually, those things are talked about before. Other times, they just happen. Yeah.
How do they just happen?
I'm a just happen. Like, I'm a just happen type.
It
just happens. Like
how y'all in the same room and just having sex just happen, or do it like it just happen like y'all having fun, like
like y'all just having fun.
Go back to the place.
Y'all just all having fun, and then maybe one person touching somebody else, and then it's generally
I almost got caught up in one.
And generally starts with the touching and the compliments and the and watch out for ladies trying to rub your hair, ladies. Yes,
it's the hair.
They be like, oh, your hair is so pretty.
I be like, don't touch my hair, lady.
Yes. Keep 10 toes down. Don't touch my hair.
So I was out of town, and we had got into this. Yeah, we had went to this regular club, and we in VIP, and this man was just being so nice, and like his wife was being so nice, and now we all drinking, and I'm not getting it. And it's something about put your key in the bucket. And I'm like, what? I'm not getting rid of my key. I don't know. And whoever pull it, I'm like, y'all talking crazy. I'm thinking it's a joke. And then my friend come up to me like, Tangerine, you're not getting what's going on. And I'm like, what? They so fun. They bad drinking.
You just be having a good time out here.
I was in my 20s. I was oblivious to everything. I didn't know it was like setting up, like talking to my friend. She was just like, oh, like, no, she's not about to do that. I'm just thinking like, they're so nice. I thought that was a joke about the kids.
They gonna come to your room.
Nothing happened. Like my friend, she put me up on game. I was just
enjoying
myself.
For the friend. Praise God for the friend.
Dumb stuff you do in your 20s, but now I'm
or
smart.
30s or 40s.
Yeah.
Like, it just
you always have to have a friend watching you when the drinks kick in.
When the drinks kick in, or before they kick in, or when the liquor's gone.
I'm an angel. So it wasn't a train. It was just a threesome. So I just thought that was interesting. She was very like upfront with it. And I say to everybody, be proud of who you are. Whatever you do, that's on you. Just be happy and y'all be safe.
Yeah.
Because it is still sexually transmitted diseases out there that you can't cure.
Yeah.
So that's my
always
tip.
Be safe. I think the other thing is, you said, did you think that it would become commonplace?
Yes, for two men and a woman.
I think as women become more explorative and free in their own sexuality and desires, I think it will become more commonplace. It probably won't be talked about as much because no man wants to admit like, I was in the room with another dude while this was happening, but
they did say they never talked about it. It happened twice, but she was like, we had breakfast the next day, like they had a good time, but they never talked about it. So I can't find that quote.
What?
That I was supposed to
have. This morning?
Yes. I mean, this was such a long conversation.
You can find it.
I can't.
Why didn't you do a keyword search in your phone?
I don't understand how to do that.
Okay, then.
So I told them I was going to use that quote, and they didn't believe me.
Yeah, but I'll just keep it going because I really want to hear it myself. Threesomes is too much work. Now, why would you say that, Reem? Why would you say it's too much work, a threesome? I need to understand. Or do you mean that a man has to do too much work, or is just the dealing with the other parties in the threesome?
I don't know. I'm not going through all these messages.
It was that many messages.
Listen, we talked for a very long time, and once we start
on the
talking,
text messages,
yes, we be busy, but we be just
On a text
I'm
message.
gonna figure out what it is. It's gonna be my question of the week.
Okay. You sure you ain't found it?
I just went to the end. I don't know where it
Search
is.
in the conversation. Put what
was the word?
What was the word? I
don't remember. Oh, I'm gonna say quote.
There you go.
Because I did say I'm gonna use this quote. That's actually a good quote. You are so freaking smart. I've never used that. Quote of the day.
Let's hear it.
Understand what's being said versus how it makes you feel.
Okay.
I
can get with that.
It's hard for me because I go off of how it makes me feel, not what is being said.
But I can understand that. And the only reason I understand it is because I'm not a big talker. So if I say it, that's it. Like that's it. That's all I can give you.
So I told them I was gonna say they quote of the day, so they better be watching and hear me say they quote of the day. Understand what's being said versus how it makes you feel. So from the perfect pair, we are going. What happened?
No, Reem said because you have to please both women.
Well, hell.
What if your job isn't to please both women? Like, what if one woman really wants to be pleased by the other woman? You've already pleased her by allowing her to be in that space with the other woman. That's just me.
This is getting too deep.
That's just me talking. Ooh. This is
I'm a Christian. This is
a serious situation. This is the first Sunday.
Right. All right, let's get ready.
Hey, Latasha.
Hey, Tasha. Don't be late no more. We are good. We are about to. Yes, Karima's late. Stop being late, y'all. I'm losing focus.
Don't lose focus.
I can't because I'm ready to bring on our guests.
Okay, but that was the end of the hot topics. So
okay,
you can introduce them now.
So let's get into this topic, people. We have a great one. Oh, I forgot to change the topic on here.
You forgot to change the topic?
I did, but y'all know what the topic is. So today's topic, we're always talking about love, relationships, and everything, and trying to find a good black man, trying to find a good black woman. But what if you were not meant to be with that good black man or that good black woman? Because there's other people in this world that you could possibly connect with. And we are going to talk about expanding those horizons and love in black and white. So let me bring on our two fabulous guests so I can introduce my friends.
Oh my God.
Let me see how. Wait, we don't like that. Hold on. Wait a minute. We don't like that. We like this because we can see us all.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Wait, Will.
Will, you talking?
Let's try that again. There we go.
There we go.
You
got action.
Okay.
Hey. So today we are talking about love in black and white, and I have two wonderful people here. I'm not gonna just harbor on the fact that they're Cass Tech graduates, like myself. But we have Willie O, who has been a friend for, I want to say, since I was 14.
Ooh.
So Willie is out here doing great things, and we're going to talk to him. And Miss Monique, I've been knowing her, I want to say, since 9th or 10th grade at Cass.
Yeah, probably about 14.
14 too. Dang. Yeah. And we like only 27.
I know,
so,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And she's all the way in California, right?
Yeah, so here's the problem. It's 11 o'clock in the morning here, and y'all getting wasted, okay? And I'm drinking coffee. So
what's in it? You can't put anything in it?
Baileys.
Yes!
Baileys. I got the Baileys. I had to do something because I'm sitting
right,
here
girl.
like,
go get you some. Get some of that Patron coffee.
I ain't even. Look. I was not prepared. I thought the Baileys was gonna do it, but I need something else. Y'all is on one.
You need the Patron.
I do. But maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. After that story, I don't think I need that.
I mean, it might spice up your life.
True. Very true. In some ways that I don't think I'm ready for. That is not. I don't think I'm about that life yet.
You went black. You went missing.
See, that's just me.
Stop moving around, Marty. You gotta stay.
Are you drinking, Willie O?
Oh, indeed. I'm old fashioned though. I just go straight to the rack, no chaser. So
what is it?
Tito's today.
Okay. Vodka, yes.
Straight up.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, what's wrong with vodka straight?
Didn't want to do tequila today. You know, want to make sure this conversation stayed on the rails.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. We have been known to go off the rails a few times, Willie.
I know that's why I can't let y'all get me. You know what I mean? It's forever. I gotta make sure I watch this. I might run for something one day.
When I get you, Willie, I want you at your best in the beginning.
I do have a question though. Is the show anti-smoke?
No.
We've never been asked that.
No, we've never been asked that, but we're not anti-smoke.
If this is how you want the world to see you, then go ahead. We are like, what's the word I always use? Syndicated.
Nationally syndicated.
I will say this: nothing that I do would be illegal.
Flat out. Then let's roll.
Okay.
So, you all are our guests because you all are in interracial relationships. So the first question, we're going to have it for Monique, while Willie gets himself together. Is this relationship your first interracial relationship? No.
I've always been an equal opportunist. So let's see. I think I didn't start dating out of my race until I went to law school. So when I left Detroit and went to Chicago, more opportunities opened up to explore. So yeah, that's also where I met my husband. So yeah.
Do you think, because you said it started when you went to law school. So do you think that was because it was less Black men for you to choose from?
In Chicago? Girl, no.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. Also at Michigan State, I hung out with all the Black folks, but we were still the minority on campus. So, there were plenty of people to explore with on campus. Although I don't think I dated out of my race when I was in college. It wasn't until I moved away to Chicago. And when I say, Lithuanian, Puerto Rican, Mexican, white. Yeah. The rainbow. United Colors of Benetton ad, straight up.
Because now I'm curious now, Monique. Mm-hmm. So did you feel more comfortable once you were outside of your home?
I would have did it in Detroit. I would have did it in Detroit too. And I have never cared about what color the person was. It was always for me is, am I attracted to you and will you make me happy? So in Detroit, I didn't have a lot of options to look at outside of my race. So I dated within my race. So, but it wasn't like I had to. It was just, if I'm attracted to you, I'm attracted to you. I don't care. But Tangerine will know I have a thing for light skin, light eyes type of people. Let's go. Benny, Hilton, Kofi, all of the CB
You dated
people. Them? No. But I had crushes on all them people.
They were all cute though.
Roman Hall. Okay. He was the closest thing to white. Roman Hall. He was a 96.
Oh yes! Wow!
Okay, white as snow.
I don't know
right?
Roman. Who was Roman? What? I gotta look him up.
It's another
Do you
one
remember
off
Roman
that trio she said that I think is just fat as wine.
Wait a minute. I don't know these people.
So I'm saying, this is some cast tech stuff, but I'm just saying, I always kind of had a thing for the lighter skinned people, but don't get me wrong, because I had some things for lots of dark skinned people too. So I've always been an equal opportunist. It never really mattered to me. And I feel like once I got grown and moved away and went to law school, it was like, why? There is no mold that I have to fit in. If I like this person, who says I can't date him? I'm going to date him if I feel like it. I'm going to take him down if I feel like it. I don't care what color you are. And so that's how it went.
I love it. Okay, Will, the same. And before you start, somebody said, how did you say you go run for office and then ask to smoke?
Yeah, I seen that question. It's legal, and 60% of my platform would be how ridiculous it is that it's not legalized federally.
All right. Let's go. Willie know his stuff. Okay, Willie. So, is this your first interracial relationship?
In terms of real relationships, no. It's not. But I haven't had many though, to be totally honest. I haven't had too many real committed relationships in my life, maybe 4 total, but it's not my first.
Okay, interesting. So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I was trying to predict where you were about to come from. I was about to go into my spiel, but
go ahead, Leo. Go ahead.
No, just based on just what Monique was asked, it wasn't a thought, to be totally honest. Like I remember as young as I can remember, you know, I had a crush on Tootie and Punky Brewster. You know what I mean? It really, color was never a thing to me. You know what I mean? Schools I went to Bennett for 4 years of elementary. That was a heavily mixed school. Growing up in Southwest Detroit, you get a nice mix of people in Southwest Detroit, you know, heavy Latino, you know what I mean? But you also get Caucasians and other races thrown in there as well. Cass Tech, you know, even though it was heavy majority, you know, Black, we still had a nice mix, you know, a better mix than most schools in the city of Detroit. So it was never an abnormality, or I never saw it as anything other than, hey, this is a cool person. They with what I'm with. Let's see what they're talking about. You know what I
mean? Now, so I'm going to go with Will. Okay, and this is for both of y'all before I get like the real personal questions. Was it hard for your families to accept your spouses, or like when you were dating, like to bring them home and say, hey, mom, dad, parents, family, this is a white person?
So I only brought one other white person home before my wife. And their reaction, the way my grandmother rolled, you know, she didn't do color as well. This is a woman that grew up in the 30s in the South. You know, couldn't go to high school because the next closest school that would accept her was over 5 miles away with no busing. You know, she had to piss herself because, you know, there was no colored restrooms around. Like she went through an experience. But yet my auntie brought home, you know, a white boyfriend who happens to still be her husband to this day after 26 years. And my grandmother treated him as a son. Why? He treated her like a queen. And at the end of the day, that's all that mattered to her. So to look at a woman who lived, not saying everybody don't have their own experiences of racism and hatred, but she lived some of the darkest corners that we can only imagine to have seen. And yet for her to still have the pureness in her heart, to see people off the conviction of their character and not the color of their skin and all about what you do, not what you look like. Who the hell am I to backtrack that, you know, those lessons and say, all right, forget what Granny lived through. I'm going to go ahead and do it another way.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, I am listening to both of you, and it's very insightful because I'm a staunch Black dater. I did it one time. I dated one guy that was Caucasian, and that was because when I say he was fine, he was Brad Pitt at 6'7", fine. I said, oh wait. And he was a mover, Monique.
Which Brad Pitt? The Salt and
Pepper
was the
Brad. Let me tell you which one it was. It was the one from Legends of the Falls with the hair.
With the hair. Oh, you like the hair.
With the hair, okay, and he had it up in a bun. Monique.
Okay. Oh, he had a man bun. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And he was a mover. He was moving one of my patients into her room when I worked at a nursing home. And I ain't give a damn what nobody was talking about. I said, I got to go get next to him. I got to go get next to him. And we went out, and I don't know why I felt like I had turned my back on Black men.
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I felt. And I was like, oh no, like he was a sweetest pie. He was nice. Like Kane picked me up. He did everything that, you know, we talked about we want to happen in dating. And I was just like, I can't do this. And he understood, you know, my reasons, but I have been out here because I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna wait. So listening to you two is inspiring and very insightful. Like maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way.
And to be totally honest, you know, just to be totally forthcoming, I thought about the subject matter for a second, and then part of me was like, you know, why is this even a topic? You know what I mean? Like, I really don't understand this. You know what's going on? But then I do get that, you know, if it's not part of somebody's experience, they're going to be unfamiliar. You know what I mean? Empathy is something that the world should spin on. So, like, even with, your point of view, I fully, understand. And if that's your flavor, that's your flavor. You know what I mean? Like, don't knock it if that's what attracts you. Absolutely. But I would say it would be kind of harsh on yourself to say that it's turning your back on black men. It'll be different if you woke up in the morning and said, you know what? No matter what I come across, I'm about to date me a white dude. You know what I mean? The hell with black dudes. I'd have had too many experiences, whatever. At that point, I feel that's a level of bigotry and ignorance to where you are letting down.
Okay. You know what I mean? Like, did y'all swear off black people? But
okay,
exactly.
wait. I got to backtrack. So first, yes, my family was completely accepting. They don't. Okay. Again, I've always been an equal opportunist, and my family's perspective is whoever makes you happy, and that makes us happy. So my family was all for it. It was only the little kids, because kids don't have no filter. So the little kids, when I first bought them home, like my little cousin and son was like, "Why your boyfriend white?" And I'm like, "He not white. He vanilla." And he was like, "No," I said he light skinned. And he was like, "Nah, my nephew light skinned. He white." And it was like, okay, whatever. But my family was totally accepting. Everybody in my life was totally accepting. No big deal. His family wasn't surprised at all when he brought me home, or not even when he brought me home. He was telling them about me, and they're like, "David, is she black?" And he said, "Yeah." And his mom was like, "How did I know?" He ain't never dated a black girl in his life because he was always attracted to. He was always attracted to Dominique Dawes and all the black girls he saw on TV. So his parents were not surprised. His friends, everybody. I feel more comfortable dating, or we're married now, but I feel more comfortable being with him here in California than I ever would back in Chicago or in Detroit. Just don't nobody look at me crazy here. I would get looked at crazy there. And then wait, real quick. So about the turning your back, feeling like that turning your back on black men by dating outside your race. So I've never had that issue, and I think the reason is because I don't consider it my job to carry the weight of our race on my shoulders. It is not my responsibility to make everybody else happy. It's just about me. I need to be happy. So if I'm turning away opportunities to make me happy, be that job opportunities, relationship opportunities, anything, just because I'm thinking about how that affects the totality of my race, then I'm suffering. So my position was always, hey, do you, and I'm gonna do me. Have I given up on black men? Absolutely not. I didn't say I only dated outside my race. I dated everybody. If you made me happy, if you presented yourself in a way that we were a good pair, I'm all about it. I'm not going to turn you away because you're black, and I'm not going to turn you away because you're not. Simple as that. And I've never had a problem with it. It was only outsiders making it a problem. Living in Chicago when we were dating made it a problem. It was like, there are certain places where we couldn't go because I knew that if we was around a whole bunch of black people, I would get she uppity, she this, she that. And I'm having to be like, okay, dude, do I got to pull the Detroit out? Or do he have to now defend my honor? No, please no, we're not doing that. But yeah, I didn't feel like I didn't turn my back on anybody or anything. That's still a part of me. I can't deny my blackness. That's me. And just because I am dating or married outside of my race does not diminish who I am. Yeah. And to be made to feel that way, that's insulting. That's like, okay, so who are you to tell me I'm less about my culture because I'm dating outside my race while you sitting here unhappy because you so intent on staying within yours or within this box that you have painted yourself into.
Monique, I'm hyperventilating now. You're gonna have to slow down, honey. You're gonna have to
I'm
slow
sorry,
down.
baby.
I'm sorry.
That's that law degree. That's that law degree.
You're gonna have to slow down.
She giving it to
you know it, Willie. You know it. That lawyer came
Hold
out
on
quick.
now.
Let me give my dissertation as to how and why this is.
But that's you know what, that's a great point that you made. So a lot of the same people that's going to look down their nose and judge you and act like you letting down the whole race, not even counting your other contributions that you give into the community.
Right.
But he's just gonna look down on you for letting down the race.
Say
It's
what
the same. We're the
Don't
same
forget
people.
the
Where
whole race. The whole race.
Yeah.
The whole race.
The whole
But they the same individuals where if you in a terrible relationship and you miserable and the guy, regardless of what color he is letting you down, they not gonna be there at your back. They're not helping you move no items to your new apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? They not calling the abuse line for you. They not doing none of that shit. I mean, so excuse me, but it's just
no.
They gonna turn their head then. Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
Right.
So about family, oddly enough, so that's my mother's side of the family. That's the side that grew me. My father, God bless him. He a best friend now, but for years he had to get his act together. You know, we'll just put it like that. So anyway, about 2 years ago, I meet his side of his family past my grandmother and his kids for the first time in my life. 40 years old. I meet him for the first time in my life. We go over his cousin house. All these cousins I never met before in my life. The next time I meet them, first interaction was cool. The very next time I meet them, God forbid, it happened to be my grandmother's funeral. And we got an Airbnb and we're all staying there together. And one of my cousins, female, for whatever reason, the second time she ever met me, felt the need to ask me and my father, so how do y'all feel being in an interracial relationship and why?
Wait a minute.
Exactly. I sat back, we just met you. You know what I mean?
You don't even know me.
You don't know me like that.
This had to be sitting on her mind for a minute. My grandmother just passed, her aunt, you know what I mean? You sat to be sitting on your mind for a minute. So anyway, I cut my pops off, told me, don't worry, man, I got this. I was like, why do you ask? She's like, I can't do it. I was like, so what's your reason? I'm not saying you're wrong, but what's your reason?
Right.
So, pardon my French, you know what I mean? But this is how she put it out there. She was like, because I just know deep down in my heart, behind my back, he'll be fucking me and calling me some nigger bitch and da-da-da-da-da-da. I was like, oh, wow. I was like, so have you ever had that happen before? She was like, well,
oh my.
No. I was like, okay. I was like, so what makes you think they would do that? That's just how they are. Okay. I was like, if you don't mind me asking, have you ever been in a relationship where a guy cheated on you? Yeah, a couple times. Have you ever been in a relationship where a guy put his hands on you? She got quiet a couple times. Were those African-American men? Yeah. But you don't judge the whole rest of the society off the actions of these assholes, right?
Well.
You know what I mean? So why are you going to judge this person? Not even off actions of the current generation. You basing it off of some old shit. You know what I mean? Because real talk, I don't even know too many people in society that even talk like that.
We just turned into church. Oh,
So that's the ridiculousness of it all. You know what I mean? Like statistically, it's not even possible. It's not even possible for every black woman to be with a black man.
It's not.
Statistically, it's not possible. What are we doing here? You know what I mean? But if somebody happy, you look down on it.
About black and white. Let's look at the black and white.
Statistically, it's not possible.
It's not.
It's not because there's more black women.
There's not enough black men.
And think about the black men in jail. So then you go a little shorter.
And we're not counting situations where people might be, into other things. We're not even counting those. We're not even counting the ones that's even of quality or not.
Woo, shit.
We're just saying just livable people breathing. Breathing. They got heart.
You know what I mean? Out of here.
But Monique supposed to carry the flag and take these dim odds because of what somebody at table 8 over there saying underneath their breath and they got the balls to come say to her face.
But guess who don't care?
I'm about to interrupt. So I've never dated outside of my race, but I went out. It was a guy. He was white. We worked together. So
you dated somebody?
We did not date.
Oh, she said I went out.
But let me. It wasn't like one-on-one. So we used to talk in school, flirt and stuff. We would talk on the phone and text. And then he was just like, I'm taking a group of the basketball players to a Pistons game. Would you like to go with me? And I was like, okay. So I don't think of it as a date because it wasn't just us. So we went to a game together, but I'm not going to lie. I did feel like everybody was looking at me. Mm-hmm. I felt like, and they probably didn't even notice me, but I just felt like Oh my God.
What?
Everybody
As fabulous as you are, you felt like they weren't.
And I did feel like, oh my God, am I
So I'm gonna be 100. If I was still in Detroit, I would feel that way too. If I was still in Chicago, I would feel that way too.
It's like you're supposed to be.
No, it's just anywhere that's predominantly Black. I would feel uncomfortable.
But then he said something that triggered me. And then I want to know, do your spouses, do they ever say like triggering things? Like he was just like, I love Black women. I can't wait to have me a mixed breed kid. And when he said a mixed breed, I was like, what? Like to me, that was insulting to say a mixed breed. And I started thinking like, am I like the flavor of the week? Are you just dating me because you have this fascination with Black women?
And you know what? We also get like, I've heard a lot of Black men that say that they feel like white men fetishize over Black women. So I think, you know, Monique, you're in a different situation where you actually found someone that actually look like, a lot of us have all of these questions that we don't have answered, and we're living in this environment where you know you're going to be looked at a certain way. Right. So maybe we're excluding a group of people, and we're here single and fabulous.
I mean, don't we all fetishize over something?
I
do. When you have a type, you're fetishizing over that type. So I got a type. My type is tall, light skinned, you know, whatever. Okay, so I'm drawn to that. First of all, my husband ain't never said no crazy shit like that, Tangerine. I mean, dating or not, he ain't never. He is the epitome of all American TV white boy, which is a total contradiction of what you think I would date.
Albie Fresh said, so are they considered like an ally? Are they down for like Black Lives Matter?
I also don't think I do not. Well, the climate in which we live today did not exist. My husband and I have been in a relationship for 19 years.
Oh, congratulations.
We've been married
I've only been in a relationship that long with my kid.
In 2 weeks, it'll be our 13-year wedding anniversary, but we've been together for 19 years. So 19 years ago, the topics in the climate of today was not prevalent. That being said, though, again, the weight of the entire race is not my responsibility. Am I giving him a rundown of, well, how do you feel about this and this and this and this and this and this and this? No, first and foremost is our happiness, my household. Do you take care of me? Do you take care of my children? Do you support me? That is what I'm concerned about. Do you support my family? Not, do you support the entirety of my race? How do you feel about these things and that things and these things? So I would not classify him as an ally, and I wouldn't classify him as not an ally. He is my husband. He is my ally. He is my supporter. He is there for me, and that's what's important to me. Will he be down for me if I get into some trouble? Yes. Will he be down for my family if they get in some trouble? Yes, and has been. And will I be for him? Will his family be down for me? Yes. That's all that's important to me.
Okay.
Honestly, when I start thinking about the bigger scope of things, then I can exclude a whole lot of people from my life. If they've ever said something crazy, my own family, I can exclude them. My mama told me rest her soul, told me when I got pregnant the first time, you're gonna get fat. I could have X'd her out for that. Like, but mamas be weird sometimes. We can't, I'm an extremely forgiving person, but I'm also, I got that lawyer brain where I always think both sides. So I can always find a reason to look at things from both ways. And so I can see where most people are coming from on most things. So I don't judge people by their mistakes. I don't judge people by the one thing they said, this one-off thing, unless they say some crazy shit like that person said to you at the game.
Okay.
But
so love
is love.
He married a Black woman.
Albie Fresh, how come you can tell I'm a lawyer? What?
in terms of the ally question, like my wife, one of the reasons why I love her is her moral compass is fantastic, and she's an empathizer to anybody who's being did wrong. You know what I mean? She's one of those, to be honest, regardless of what it is. So she's definitely empathetic to the place that we have went through. Now, what she is educated as myself, obviously not. You know what I mean? Because I lived a different experience, you know, than what her eyes are even open to. It's impossible to fully understand it unless you live it. So there are conversations of education sometimes, because a lot of those experiences make up who I am and kind of explains why I, you know, think the way that I do and why I act the way that I act. So we do that. We to be honest, God bless Blackish, especially when Kenya Barris was still doing the writing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of great episodes, a lot of great lessons from that. You know, there's a lot of great eye openers, to be totally honest. So I would definitely say, yeah, she is an ally, but she's an ally to all. You know what I mean? To be totally honest. And if somebody wasn't an ally at all, if somebody could say, screw those people, but I'm down with these people, that she wouldn't be the person for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? In terms of that crazy ass comment, Chandra, yeah, my man, I'm not, yeah, that's when you go in with the that's when I think things are go wrong. When you go in with a direct motive, like I'm going in looking for this.
Okay.
You know, that's when I think the lines get blurry. And I'm not saying that you necessarily letting down a race right then and there, but I just think that's a very, very small way of thinking, to go into any situation 86 and a high percentage of probability without even, you know, looking into it.
And he and I have gotten, like, we still, like on Facebook, I don't have him on my personal page because we don't see eye to eye on things. But one time he said, if he has kids with a Black woman, he ended up marrying a Black woman, his kids will be part of a super race. And people wouldn't see them as Black. And I told him he was crazy as hell. When you have kids, your kids will be Black no matter what color you are. And you need to accept that and learn about it. So he got his own issues. I'm glad we are not in communication now. But let me switch this to Monique. You have kids. Are your kids considered Black, or are they considered mixed or white, or how do they identify themselves?
Well, according to the school district, they are Black.
Okay, that's how I see it.
Don't matter. Doesn't matter, because their mama is Black, they are Black. And so, Tangerine, you know that my son is special needs. So here they have, he's 10 now, but he was diagnosed with autism when he was 4, I think. So our state services that we have, there are certain criteria that they have to meet in order to get state services. And one of the things that they get tested on has based on an old court case from the 70s, if the child is Black, they can't be tested on this certain criteria, right? So it was like, so they have to meet these 3 things in order to get these state services. Oh, but they're Black. So if they're not super deficient in these first 2, they're going to miss out on services because we can't test them on the 3rd. So I was like, who said he Black? I'm like, I mean, my son is high yellow. He is as he looked like he could be Mexican or Italian. And my husband is white. Who said he Black? Because I'm Black. Wait, I mean, I'm saying, like, this not fair. But that is the reality. I am Black. My kids are Black. Now my daughter looks more like me. Her skin tone is more like mine. So it's there's never a second question as to whether she's Black. But my son is, he could definitely pass. And so it's, but the truth of the matter is I am Black. He is Black. That is, the school district says he's Black. The state says he's Black. Anybody who see him on the street with me say he Black. That's it.
And that's interesting with me working in the school. Like, when I see kids that are biracial, to me, they're Black. I think the world sees them as Black. But it all depends. Our school identifies them by how the parents put their first race.
Yeah.
So if the parent says that they're biracial, but they put white and Black, they will go in the system as white. If they put Black and
they
white,
won't even let us do that. We can't.
Oh, really?
We have to pick one. We are not allowed. We have to pick one.
They let you say, and it'll say 50%, but the one that shows will say whichever the parent picks first. So I had a girl, and I kept saying, it's saying she white, but I see her, she not white. And somebody said,
I see her.
She has a white parent. Like, she wasn't she kind of looked like me. You wouldn't tell that she was mixed. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, wow.
So Willie, I got a question. And it's completely off topic. topic.
Oh, that's all right. I wanted to touch on that previous one too, but go ahead.
You
I'm sorry.
keep lighting the thing. It's not staying lit. What's that?
So you know how with drinks sometimes you have a chaser.
Okay.
Same theory.
I just sometimes every now and then I just be but I don't smoke. So
no, that's all right. With that last thing, why can't it be a situation of and this is not like poised at anybody, just throwing it out there. Why can't it be a situation of just what they relate to? Like, you know what I mean? Just the culture given to them. Because let's look at some people who are dark skinned, but let's say, are they really black? Candace Owens. I don't consider her a black person.
But she's black. She could be confused.
I don't consider her a black person. Black. Yeah, but I don't consider her a black person.
But we don't want her.
Outside of a very dark tan, how does she associate with African American culture in any way, shape, or form? Larry Elders. Like these are people
not invited.
Larry Elders. Like these are both people that with their own words, they want to detach from that label. It's not just me saying it. So, but would they still be black people? Would they still associate with that culture? So that's so, I don't know. So that's why just the theory of just trying to judge somebody off face value just so weird to me. Because you got
but that's why the world, like you say, associate. Like your wife associates with black people because she associates with you, but she can't walk in and say the N-word. That's unacceptable because she's not black.
See, but here's the thing. No, absolutely, you got certain things and certain cultures. Absolutely,
it got to be with her. You can't.
I thought he was about to say she can.
No. Hear me out. No, hear me out. Let me finish. See, but like first and foremost. I don't use that word like that. Like, you mean, to be totally honest, I don't choose to use that word like that. I'm not a fan of it, to be totally honest. You know what I mean? So if somebody was throwing it around willy-nilly, it might be tough for us to converse on the natural level. To be totally honest, that may be somebody that I don't even stray with. Absolutely. Is there certain things that culturally it would be odd and weird for her to do? Absolutely. But there are scenarios of people who have literally grew up ingrained in the culture that we don't question like that. Like, especially if you look at the hip-hop community, there's white folks in the hip-hop community who have lived ingrained in that culture where, honestly, they got more rights to it than a Candace Owens or a Larry Elders.
Not at all.
Listen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's some out there. Yeah, I mean, like a Sean King. We look at a Sean King, but off all the work that he did, if he said whatever he wanted to say, what we gonna do?
No.
I thought he was mixed.
even if he is mixed, look at him. You know what I mean? Like, but no, he not. But
no, he not.
I'm about to on social media. His wife is black and everything. I thought he was just white.
And so is Robert.
He's ingrained in the culture. There have been times in our history where we had freedom fighters who risked it all that were white. So is somebody an asshole for being with them? Would they be an asshole for living African American culture?
But you're saying that it's not about, basically, you said it's not the color of their skin, it's who they associate with. And I'm saying
no, not associate with. I said the culture that you ingrain yourself.
The culture. So let's go back to Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Even though she's effed up in the head and the stuff she talk about, she's still a black person that's effed up in the head.
We don't want her.
I'm not.
It's not about wanting her or liking her. At the end of the day, on the census, she go check African American.
To me, if you're
wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
We verify all the people included in this.
Well, I wasn't allowed to verify shit.
We don't classify her. Go ahead, Will.
No, that's what I was saying. So even if she check it on a box, does that determine your blackness?
She's not with us.
Or even the color. Oh no. She's black.
I'm not saying you do, but to me, she's not. To me, she could check it on the box, but to me, she's not black. Like she does intentional actions to harm and slow down advancement of specifically black people. Like, no, you're not a black person. You literally said, words out of your mouth have said that you wanted to detach from being associated as that. No, I'm not gonna see that.
I'm being silly right here, folks. But so technically, I need to find an Italian guy that identifies as black. And
so when it's I can identify as white, so I can get all the jobs.
Yeah, basically.
Check this out. If Henry Cavill identified as black,
can I identify as a single mother so I can start getting aid?
Can Can I identify
but
as
the difference,
single and leave?
the
Can I do
difference.
that? I mean,
See, the difference of that is though having kids is not abstract. Like, you know what I mean? And so,
what? So you saying being black is abstract, Willie?
I'm not getting in there.
Talk to me.
I'm saying, yeah, no, I'm saying in some
I
situations.
I was here.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna put out there. I'm saying in some situations, it can be because I refuse to take people. So if we want to take it back in the day, I'm not gonna say that house Negro that's snitching on slaves escaping is still a black man. I'm not gonna say a Candace Owens or a Larry Elders is a black person. They don't associate with that culture. They have no association with that culture.
It's not about association. It's what you come out that thing looking like and what your parents are. That's what it is.
Chandra, you say that.
Let you all know this
but you say okay.
But debate here, and I
am
going part of it because I am a Northern Jayhawk.
Okay, but you say it's based on the color. You knew my brother. My brother was lighter than the 20-watt light bulb with two black parents. I could tell he was black. Yeah, with two black parents. A lot of the world would have let him associate however he wanted to associate. So to the world, that don't mean he's white. That don't mean he's white because he was white. Let me tell you,
the police would stop your brother. People would discriminate against him just because he light skinned.
So I'm coming back. So how did this get into interracial love? I'm back.
And I just want y'all to know.
What I think is this. Where we got sideways.
You think, Willie? Come on, Willie. Come on with it.
What we got sideways was this thing about the color alone validates you for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that if you're without the color that you can ingrain yourself, but there's some people who have been heavily ingrained who have did more for us than some people who are us. You know what I mean? And for people who are specifically trying to hurt our advancement, regardless of what you want to call them or the world want to call them, I, Willie Odom, refuse to give that label to these people with the actions that they portray. So I guess that's just like how some people think dating outside your race is wrong. I think giving the credit of being black to somebody who every step they get tries to say that they're not, I think that is even more wrong.
And respectfully, I am going to disagree because black is not a culture thing. Black is not a thought. Black is not an action. Black is a color. It's who you are or not. It's the color of your skin. So it's the color of your skin.
But I get you. But we disagree heavily on that one, though. Like black slave owners.
Respect.
I'm not giving them our culture. I'm not giving them our culture.
Respectfully, I should have had these questions before I was drunk.
That wasn't for their people. You still black, even though you are for the white. Let's change the subject.
I should have.
Okay, can we?
Commentary before I was drunk, folks. I'm sorry.
I think it's
no substance right now.
Okay, y'all need to have
you can call them. You can call them whatever you want to call them. But I'm not gonna call somebody who try to hurt us black.
So,
I'm not gonna do it.
You gotta take that out, Willie. You're putting the feelings in it.
Hold on.
And as the quote said,
you said I'm doing what?
The quote said, it's about the real, not about the feelings. So the real is that these people are black. No, the real is who they are.
Okay.
Because they black in color. Because they black in color.
Because that makes them black.
Because they black in color.
Yeah, because that makes them black. Okay.
Yes.
There are white people who tan darker than black people. Does that
make them black? But they're not black. They're white people who like to tan, who want to look like us.
Her phone going.
It's more than color.
Y'all. Let's figure this out. Hold on, because it's too much going on for me.
Need some water.
You need some. You drinking some water? What's the problem?
Okay, let's go back to another question.
You got
calling on all my phones. Go ahead, take it over, Marty.
I don't even know what's going on. Let me tell y'all something. So this is what I want to know. We had some good comments, and now I have lost them because
they gone. They all down.
When the drinks kick in, my lashes get low. I can't see shit. I mean, this is just what happens. But this is our regular.
My sister just said we need a call in.
Well, we don't have a call in.
She just did call in for you.
Come on now. So this is what I want to know. So And Monique, I want to tell you something. What you have said has really touched me. It's very insightful because I feel like the entire culture is on my fucking shoulders. Like I have to be a great Black mom. I have to be a great Black employee or work. You know, I have to be this person. But
why can't you just be a great mom and a great
why
employee?
I just can't be a great Marty? I just want to be a great Marty.
You're Black. That's who
it.
You are. But
That's
why
it.
can't
That's
you
all.
just be your best self without the extraness?
Danielle want questions too. I got what did he say? They have revitiligo
like Uncle Ruckus from the show.
Listen, I don't know what's going on.
These comments going crazy because Don
wait, and you know what?
Lorenzo was like, Black is Black whether they're coons or not.
Oh Lord Jesus.
And so,
real quick, somebody asked me if my son ever got the services. Yes, he did.
Yes,
he was extremely deficient in all the other categories. So yes, he received all the things. Thank you.
Okay, so.
And I just wanted to say this real quick. I know you said opinion don't make it true. It ain't about being true. It's my opinion. like you know what I mean? It's my thoughts. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so God bless you. God bless you all. But hell, that's what I feel.
So Willie, I have a question for you. Willie, do you have children in your marriage?
No children of my own yet. I can't wait though.
You can't wait.
Will they be considered Black, mixed, or white?
It's an overrated experience.
I see you, Greg. The experiences that I have had to help groom me, it would be impossible for me to raise them without being ingrained in the Black culture.
Okay, let me make sure I'm hearing you. So your kids will be Black, or will they be mixed with Black?
They will be.
I want to hear Willie say
shit.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you mean when? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of confused. Say, are they gonna be Black or mixed with Black? Huh? So no, I'm not going to ignore my wife's culture at all. So if somebody say, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" Well, hell, my pop's Black, and my mom is part Italian and Polish. She helped make this guy or woman. Like you know what I mean? So no, I'm not going to be as offensive enough to say what I am is is what it is. Period. Bottom line, she got experiences too that she can share. She got knowledge that she can share. Just because her skin don't mean she don't got great value and culture and traditions that could be added to that. I have learned from her family traditions that unfortunately my family didn't carry when it came to certain aspects of life. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of life. You find people and you build, you make each other awesome. So it's not going to be about one side or the other. It's going to be about what we doing together. So at the end of the day, they going to be Black, Italian, and Polish, but they're going to be very familiar with the Black culture and very ingrained in it because that's how their father was made.
So in school, you gonna put Black first or not?
So I will say this, y'all.
You can identify which. If you say your child is biracial in Michigan, you have a choice. I don't know.
I haven't. You were a teacher the last time I was in school. I didn't see a biracial tag. Maybe they have that now. If they do have a biracial tag, they biracial. Both. That's what they are.
But then they ask you what race, and whatever you check first is what your child is.
Hold on. I'm drunk, so I can't follow too many people talking at the same time. So Monique, what did you say about
I had to petition to have my children identified as both. So, and that just happened. That just happened recently because what they would do is they would have my son listed as Black and white and not my daughter because she looked like me. And so then I'm like, well, if she's Black and if I can check both boxes for him, then she has to have both boxes checked as well.
Okay.
But just on rip, if I'm there and I'm the one filling out the paperwork, they will say she Black. Or they would say both of them kids is Black. It's not what I choose. That's just what they do. But my kids, we live here with my husband's from here. So his family is here. My family's in Detroit. So they are exposed to their white side of the family all day, every day. We only get back to the D once every 3 or 4 years, but they are still exposed to me. They are with me.
Here's the most atrocity in this entire publication. This entire episode.
What's wrong? What?
How are you not coming back home once a year?
Because it's snow, boo. I don't like the cold.
Don't come
I
back
moved to
then. Come
California
back
for
in
a
the
reason.
fall.
Well, that's when I'm in Hawaii.
Well, you got to
Look
come
here, let me
back in the
tell you.
spring or something, honey.
I'm
You can't
look,
and
okay,
missing out
check
on
it out.
stuff.
I'm coming back March 3rd. Okay.
Okay,
Mom,
good.
I'm gonna be back, but them kids ain't coming back. It costs too much money to bring them heifers back to Detroit. All I'm saying is that they are exposed to one side of their family more than the other, so it's my responsibility to make sure that they get, my side, and we talk to the family, and we they come visit me, because I'd much rather them come here than me go there. But I still don't have a say in how society sees them.
Okay.
And how they relate. They're too young right now to really understand or decide how they identify, but it's going to be their choice. They have a white parent and a black parent. Okay. And how they choose to identify themselves later is one thing, but how society identifies them is how we have no control over that. That's somebody still going to see them and see them. If they see them with me, that kid is black. If they don't see him with me, Caitlin is black because she looked black. Brady, they're going to look twice. But I will say I've never, ever, ever in the 10 years of being a mom had somebody ask me what your kid is. I've never had somebody just come up and be like, what is he? What is he mixed? Is he something? People have never been that brazen to they have with my nephew, but they've never been that brazen. That's crazy. It's like, and I think that's, again, based on where I live. Like they just don't do that.
And I remember when my middle nephew, my middle nephew was fair skinned and he used to have like blonde hair and color eyes. They have stopped my sister and asked her like, oh, is he mixed with something? Or like, did they have the same daddy? So
black on black.
Let me ask y'all a question.
Do they have the same daddy? That's just rude.
Like when I've had my nephews, I've had people, do they have the same daddy? Yes, because all three of them are like a different shade of black. Because that's our ignorance as black people and non-black people. We think we are supposed to look alike. I love it. So let me ask the question. So Willie, you are a black man, and a lot of times you do hear like, and it could be single black women or black women that's married. They take issue with men dating outside of their race. Did you feel or have any issues or like with friends or women that's like, oh, why you didn't get with somebody that's black?
It wouldn't be friends because I cut off folks like that. They'd ask me to dip on them. But in terms of just living life, like listening to Monique's situations, and I kind of figured it was gonna be like that too. I don't encounter scenarios like that. People are less brazen to say things, and to be totally honest, there's only one demographic that has ever said anything. You know what I mean? And it's funny that you said that because it is African-American.
It was us,
African-American women. Yeah, absolutely. So my cousin, and then also one other scenario, which was highly alarming. So a very close friend of mine, actually a brother, had a sister that passed away. And me and my, at that time, fiance, actually we weren't even engaged yet. Girlfriend at the time went over to his house to show support. You know what I mean? And some of his sister's friends were there. They made a comment to one of my other brothers and said, who was that bitch?
Oh,
yeah, right. I mean, I guess not knowing everything.
He didn't start a whole fight.
They didn't say it in front of her. They didn't say it in front of her. You know what I mean? They said it to my friend to the side, not knowing the relationship. So he took care of that for me. You know what I mean? No need to even bring to my attention at the time. He took care of that for me. But that scenario and the scenario with my cousin are the only scenarios that I actually encountered any kind of judgment or bigotry. And for those who do feel like that, I feel that's a silly way to go about it, to be bitter about my one. So if you bitter about my one that you feel is taken away from opportunity from African-American woman, are you bitter about all our young black brothers going to jail, taking away that opportunity from black women to be with them?
Hello.
You know what I mean?
Wait,
how bitter are you when you hear stories about the ones that are pieces of shit? You know what I mean? Are you judging them and bitter about them? You know what I mean? So, it's judgmental when we go pick and choose. Oh, how dare you take that one away from us talking to her, or to me, How dare you taking a black man from a African American woman? To me, that's silly. You know what I mean? Because like I said, at the end of the day, there's some of us is unfortunately taking ourselves out the picture for other reasons, and nobody's giving a shit about that.
True.
Willie, we got a question from the audience. Willie, where did you meet your wife?
Work. Ironically enough. So,
she didn't met him at law school. They didn't met him at work.
Ain't nobody at my job.
Ain't nobody at my job.
No, it was weird. I used to work.
I've been all the way down to the mail room.
She say ain't nobody.
Hey, I used to work in the restaurant industry, and
okay.
I had to train in location. She was external manager. They brought her in to train. I thought she was just over time super cool people. You know, we just remained friends, and just off that friendship, you know, one day I just realized that I ain't want to do another day without her.
That friendship is a tricky motherfucker.
That is. You wanted to say something?
So I'm just gonna piggyback on what Willie said. The only times I've ever been approached and reprimanded or chastised about turning my back on the black race have always been by a black man. And one time in particular, it was someone who we went to high school with, older than us, but we was like way cool. And when my husband and I got engaged and was on Facebook, this person actually emailed me and was like, you know, I'm really surprised to see that you were engaged. I mean, the balls. I'm really surprised to see that you're engaged to a white dude. And I'm like, really? Why? And he's like, I mean, I'm super disappointed. I never thought that you would do something like that. Why would you do something like that? And I'm like, you know what? I am so glad that I am such a catch that y'all feel that me dating somebody outside of my race is just a travesty.
You gonna crumble the race, Monique. You crumbled the whole race.
That's what it is.
Me taking
I gotta crumble the race.
Just ended it all. It shut it down. Y'all just give up, y'all, because I'm gone. I'm out the equation. And I have not talked to that person again since. And was like, it was offensive. I was like, I mean, he told me how disappointed he was in me.
What?
How he never thought I would do something like that. How I am betraying the race. And I'm like, first of all, your high yellow ass is mixed with something all the way down the tree. Okay. Then you go and marry a chick who is mixed. Oh, really? That's what we doing here? But you mad at me.
But
that blew my mind. And I was just like, wow, that is, and the fact that he actually took the time to email me and tell it to me, right? And then another time was like my uncle, one of my dad's best friends. Now he was the old drunk, you know how that go. And one day we were like all together somewhere, and he got drunk, and he was like, "So you don't went off to law school and got you a white man, huh? You know, at your wedding, he, you know, he ain't doing nothing but calling you a nigga behind your back, and this, that, and the other." And I'm like, I'm sorry, Daddy, you better get your boy, right? And so he's like, you know, I'm gonna be up at your wedding, and I'm gonna make sure that he didn't come to my wedding. Let me just tell you that. But it was like, why do people feel that they have the right to dictate what other people do with their lives? My life is my business. Who I love is my business. Are you fucking me? Are you paying my bills? Are you supporting me at all? Absolutely not. So I don't owe you or anyone else anything. I just owe myself happiness, and I'm gonna find that wherever I find that. Now, if I was dating a chick, would nobody have no problem with that. You wouldn't come at me like how you take yourself out of the equation, and you know you not dating, you dating this chick, and so you took you depriving the black man. So why you mad at me because I'm dating a white dude? I don't understand it. And that happened a long time ago. Like I said, we've been together for 19 years. So that person said that probably in year 8 or 9, something like that. But I was just like, yep, you get cut off. Like, I just can't.
Of people, like
the audacity
like, that somebody will say that, and somebody will walk in with Willie like, who this be like? I think people
like,
just feel that they have like a free ticket to just say anything about anybody.
And more than a free ticket, it's a word. It's entitlement.
Yes.
Black men feel entitled to black women and their decisions. And black women feel entitled to black men's decisions. And we have to break this cycle where we have to allow people to do exactly what they want to do that makes them happy. Okay?
Right.
We cannot keep holding people in a box to say, oh no, you gotta date Traquan with the 6 baby mamas.
She
You
say
know,
Traquan.
Traquan has 6 baby mamas.
well, maybe he got 2 baby mamas, but no, we have to stop doing this. And yeah, and if it's a Traquan out there, I'm sorry I use your name, baby.
I'm sorry, Traquan.
I
Sorry.
want to go to. I've been looking at the comments. We have had a lot of comments.
The comments have been
coming.
You all have been awesome on the show. The comments have been coming in. We thank you all for tuning in.
We haven't been able to get to them all because we like our guests. Our guests are ones that are talkative and they can keep it going. Like we have talked like who will talk and who won't. We only want people that have talked, and I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
But we had one comment from Sue Favorita. She said that's a good comment because my own uncle told me it was a waste that I was married to a Caucasian man. People can be so ignorant and your family can be the worst.
Yes.
So just going off of her question, did the most flack from both of y'all come from family, friends, or outsiders?
Outsiders for me.
The only 2 scenarios that I have encountered where I dealt with any verbiage, BS, and we've been quite a few places was my cousin on my father's side and the girls who were at my brother's house when his sister passed away. Those the only 2. Like, you know what I mean? Outside of that, I haven't experienced any of that. So actually, odd story. I seen a comment a while back too about how sometimes the black side of the family is more accepting of the mixed kids, that or whatever, and that may be very true in a lot of situations. The family that I joined, which honestly, if I didn't feel comfortable to this degree, I wouldn't have joined it. They're not that kind of people. I don't know whether part of it is because they already had a mixed relationship in there. Her older brother is married to a Costa Rican. Yeah, very, very dark people. She darker than honestly most black people. But anyway, so they're kind of familiar with that. But their mindset just don't work like that. And actually, when someone in their family actually did start to display certain thoughts and was cut of that cloth, that person got cut off.
Okay.
So, you know what I mean? And that's a close, I'm not going to say, but a close relative.
Okay. So
cut
relatives
off.
gave you the most flack.
And not even in an open manner.
Oh.
They knew how he was.
Okay. And what about you, Monique?
Strangers. Nobody in my inner circle. Not here though. I don't get it here at all.
And that's interesting. Again, so I wonder, would it be different for her if she lived here? Because Detroit is a little different.
And you know what? I've noticed Alex from our comments, he said that people outside of Detroit, they just respond differently. He was saying they just look at you differently. And I know that even in travel, you notice how people notice Detroit people. Like it's not a big thing. It's a big thing, but it's not a big thing. You know what I'm saying? And we just kind of
different.
I've been going
blend in with everybody else, but everybody else is looking like, oh no, that's a Detroit person right there. So Detroit is just 14 years. Separate. So Detroit is just its own separate melting pot.
And unfortunately, with Monique's situation too, I think part of the comfortability for people to be so asinine and actually be so ballsy to say the things and do the things that they do is because she's a woman, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I'm 6'4", 320.
Exactly
say something.
Say
something. I'm not gonna get the face to face. A woman, I'll never put my hands on a woman, so they'll feel comfortable saying certain things.
Really like
a guy never go walk up. A guy would never do that. And most guys don't care, to be honest. Most guys don't care.
Back when I was in Chicago or in Detroit, well, we started dating when we were in Chicago. He's only been back to Detroit like 3 times in the entirety of the time that we've been together, because we met in Chicago and we were living there for 5 or 6 years before we moved back to California. So it was in Chicago where it'd be like we'd be walking somewhere and some dude would walk by and be talking shit as he walked by, like, look at this bullshit right here. Look at this. Look at this. But then people, out loud, just straight up. And it's like, or I'll get the looks. And maybe a part of it is my self-consciousness, because I'm more hypersensitive when I'm around a whole lot of Black people. So I know, I feel like everybody, like you said, I feel like everybody's looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're looking at me like, why she with him? Why she ain't with
Right.
this person? So I feel like all eyes are on me. And then it's proved to be valid because somebody will undoubtedly say something crazy as they walking past or stuff like that. But when we moved here, I mean, it's like, first of all, I can fit in anywhere, no matter what. I went to Michigan State, predominantly white. I have no problem I don't feel out of my element here. I am a fucking unicorn here. Everybody, either they not paying attention to me, or it's, oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, you're so exotic. Oh my God, you're this. Oh my God, you're that. So, hey, I don't mind it at all. It's totally fine with me. You either don't pay attention to me or I'm a celebrity, and it's awesome. And I don't get comments. I don't get looks. I don't get anything. It's totally fine, and I'm totally comfortable with it. That's how it is. But it's always strangers. My family, aside from the uncle, dad's best friend, nobody in my family has ever said anything remotely crazy, giving me any kind of flack. My kids are my kids, so they love them. They are accepted. Everybody, like, and his family as well. His family loves me. So, and his friends, like, it's just they don't, and I won't go as far as say they don't see my color and they don't see his color. I am his wife. He is my husband. That's all that matters. Why does it have to be more? Why does it have to be so complicated and so deep? Just, you love who you love. Just
it's
do
so
it.
hard. It's so hard to find a loving relationship where two people are genuinely happy. To the point where, honestly, I feel where folks still go out of their way to judge that or want to find something wrong with that, that just shows how miserable and unhappy they are. You know what I mean?
It's already a struggle. Like, why we gotta make the struggle harder?
Willie, I've done the research. It's so hard to find love. It's
Lord. Yes. Yeah. Somebody you can trust, depend on.
When you find it, just hold on.
We about to open up our doors to the opposite.
Hold on. Marty, I'm telling you, if Brad Pitt come knocking at your door, boo, I'm gonna ask you to answer it, okay?
Listen,
don't say
kick your half.
You go back and be black. I'm telling you, if
Brad Pitt, I want the newly about to be divorced Jason Momoa to say, Tangerine, take me, and I'm gonna take him. Listen, baby, I'm gonna take him down.
Brad Pitt,
Tangerine.
Hey,
Tangerine, don't you
come to Pound Town? Okay.
Hey, do you consider? I'm sorry. Do you consider Samoans to be black?
Yes.
He's Samoan.
I don't consider them black. He's Samoan.
I don't.
Willie.
I don't know if Samoan's black.
Hold on, Willie.
Yeah.
In my world,
anybody on the consensus?
Hold on, Willie. Anybody in my world that isn't a WASP, white, Anglo-Saxon Protestant is black. Yeah.
So time out. So you say Anglo-Saxon Protestant. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not even going to lie. I be thinking like, I can't date an Arabic because I feel like an Arabic will date me and screw me, but won't marry me because their families are so anti-black.
That's what my brother told me.
But see, that's a decent reason. That's not because just because they're Arabic, you got.
But it's Arabics that are married to black, so that could be really wrong.
We could be.
So maybe they different. Maybe that person is different. Like you
maybe
cannot
we should go to liquor
judge
stores.
An entirety of a race, girl.
Maybe we should go to liquor stores.
We do.
Hey, you gotta play everybody as individual. The same thing. To be honest, the same way somebody will play a potential member of their same race. Play everybody that same way. Of course, attraction got to be there. Of course, how somebody carry themselves, their moral compass, what they got going on in their life, how they treat their loved ones. Are they a stand-up individual? Treat them by that same spectrum. And guess what? If that person hitting these main marks, the marks that matter when your toes are in the dirt, then that's the person you need to be messing with. If they don't hit those standards, then keep on looking. I think it's a disservice to anybody that will say, hey, 80% is already off the table because
just
so and
off
so
rip,
reason,
just
and
because
they
of
could be a
some
fantastic
superficial
individual.
reason, right?
Wait a
Monique's not
minute.
spending 19 years with a sucker. You know what I mean? She's not wearing that smile on her face if she wasn't with somebody that was real and had her back.
This is true.
Same thing in
Just
my regard.
saying.
My wife changed my changed my damn life.
Hey,
Period,
this
bottom line,
is a good,
exclamation point.
this is a good program. You can use profanity on this.
That's why, you know,
Just
I've
saying.
been trying
We
to
like
lay
it.
off the GD one. I've been trying to lay off. That's a personal goal. But she changed my life. She made me a better person.
Good.
Her family made my family stronger. The unit that we have
Right.
together is stronger. I lost my
Yep.
brother a few years ago, and I can't imagine where I would have been if I didn't have them as an
Aw,
added
that
support
is so
system.
nice.
Like they just
Yeah.
it means the world. So now it's a beautiful thing for me to sit back and look at my part black, part white, part Costa Rican melting pot family. You know what I mean?
It's the Costa Rica that
Willie,
makes me want to go to the airport.
Hey, to me,
I
that's the way
agree
the
with
world should
that
be.
100%, Willie. My mom just passed away 2 years ago during COVID, and aunt, and like I lost so many people during COVID. My brother, he was 17 when she passed, middle of his senior year of high school.
Oh no.
My husband's like, move him here, come be here. We moved my 17-year-old from Chicago here to our house, and now he lives with us. I don't care what color that man is, he got my back.
That's
He
right.
has my family's back.
That is what's up.
He is 10 toes
Salute.
down, and that's
Salute.
how it's gonna be. I'm not gonna pass that up because but I can find a black man
Because
who could do it
Raekwon
too.
won't act
So
right.
I'm gonna keep passing up all these other people who check every box and just make me smile from the inside till I find that one black man who'll do it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna date whoever. I don't care what color you are until I find my happy. Now that doesn't mean that I'm excluding other people. I don't think it's right to be like, I'll never date a black man again, or I'll never do it. I'm not that way.
They on their way. They on their way in this camp, Monique.
Right.
So let me ask this question. Like, so we have went over our time. Are y'all still available that we can ask a question or two?
Absolutely. Yeah. Have a
Okay,
good
because
time.
I
Have
know
a good
we
time. Great
We
hostesses.
usually end at 3:30, but when we have such exciting guests, we keep going.
Okay.
So my question is this.
This wasn't a question from the audience.
Shit. No, this was my
You done
question.
lost it.
Hell.
Okay.
I see Kareem with the hey, it's white people
I
freaking
see
the black
it.
people.
I saw that too.
Honestly,
Okay, I got it. Let me say this question.
that's not true. That's not true because I'm a bigger freak than anybody I done messed with.
He's answering with Kareem's question. Hold on to your question. Hold on to your question. Answer Kareem's question.
I did. I said it's not true because I've been the bigger freak. I've been a bigger freak in all my situations. So, and I'm black. So
I think that's subjective. I don't think it's based all on one color. I think that's totally subjective. You can have a black dude who ain't right. You can have any race any color that ain't a freak and one that is. So, yeah,
that's very important.
There you go. That's all I'm saying about that one.
Now, to my co-host here, Tangerine, hit him with it.
I've been whispering it to myself so I won't forget.
She got to.
Okay. So this is number 2, and I'm going to tell you, Marty always measure drinks.
It's not 2.
Marty always measures out the drink. To this second one, she did not measure.
I did.
She did it by sight. You did it by sight.
I counted.
She was just
pouring. Counted what? What did you
1,
count?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a shot.
You said 1, 2, 3, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
1, 2,
6,
3, 7, 8.
Account for. She did account for.
1, 2, 3.
So you were counting as you were pouring. Mm-hmm. Marty, you didn't measure this, and I love it. It is so great. You did to me. But this is my
I'll be fresh. You loving these lawyer answers I'm giving you. I see that. I see.
That's smart. So you got a career to protect.
So a lot of times, I'm going to forget. Y'all, come on. Let me get it out. A lot of times y'all hear, or I have heard, that Black women are not as submissive.
Take me, Jesus.
As white women. And that's why Black men tend to go with white women because they're more submissive, or they don't give them as much as an issue. They don't argue. Black women get a bad rap. And so they're always comparing us to white women. Willie, and I'm going to tell both of y'all questions so I don't forget. Okay. Willie, your question is, do you see a difference in how Black women treat you compared to white women? And Monique, your question is, was the expectations of your husband different for you, or did you kind of like fall in line? Was it a difference in your expectations for him? So who want to go first?
Oh, I'll go first if you don't mind. I know, Greg. I'm trying to stop him, but in my situation, actually, it was the fact that. So to be totally honest, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have a lot of long-term committed relationships. For that reason being was honestly a lot of relationships I was able to constantly control the narrative. I regret a lot of those situations, but that's just how I was cut. My Gemini mind, that's just how it operated.
Oh, Lord, you a Gemini.
Yeah,
Lord, have
I know.
mercy.
Trust me, I deal with it every day. I know, I admit it. But my wife, though, was actually the first one that balanced the care and empathy and the support through the bullshit along with the what the fuck. Like you know what I mean? Like the line is drawn. Like, you know what I mean? Like Italian and Polish. She got some spark there. And she was the first one to do that and walk that line brilliantly. So it definitely wasn't a submissive thing. If it was a submissive thing, I personally couldn't be with her. So part of my wife's strong will and the fact that she don't take my shit and calls me on my shit constantly. I see you, E. You know it.
Right. She made me laugh.
that was part of the attraction. So I have to disagree. I have to disagree with that. I can't speak for everybody, but when it came to me in particular, it was the total opposite.
Interesting. Okay.
So is my question: were his expectations of me different, or were my expectations of him different?
Let's do both. Whichever you want to answer. I don't even know.
I am the same Monique that I am with him, that I would be in any relationship that I am in. I can't turn it off. I am who I am. I am every bit the introverted extrovert. I am every bit the lawyer. So is my husband. Therefore, you can just imagine how we mentally get down. So, I'm just, my expectations didn't change. I expected of him what I would expect from anybody in my relationships, and he delivered. And I don't know what his expectations were, but I assume since he married me and we've been together this long that I met them. So I you get what you get. As far as submissiveness, I mean, what are we talking about? Right. It depends on what I'm being submissive in. Am I submissive in the bedroom if I feel like it? Is he? If you feel like it, but on a day-to-day basis, we are a team. We complement each other in the way that we live, such that neither one of us is more submissive to the other. I don't see it. I'm a stay-at-home mom now because I don't have to work because my husband takes care of us. But am I a lawyer? Yes. Was he? Yes. Like I could if I wanted to. I also have a special needs child and another child that that has to be my primary responsibility. So we balance each other out. I don't think it's a matter of submissiveness more than compatibility and teamwork. And I would do the same no matter what color he was. And I would expect the same no matter what color he was. And if you can't be that, then I don't need to be with you.
So much, Danielle.
As Danielle said, flat out.
Flat out. This has been a show.
I love y'all. I do.
This has been a show. I have enjoyed both of you so much. Just because you helped me, you just gain some perspective on this thing. Oh. And when she say that, she knows for sure.
I'm like, look at her eyes through the computer.
She say you drunk. I see they little slits. They like.
Listen, when I
gotta
Monique,
take the glasses off.
Once my lashes get heavy, it's over. It's
you about to fall asleep, child.
Listen, I only put on lashes for this show.
I got one more question.
When I go into the world, me and the lashes don't go. But just for this show.
But for this
I got
show.
one more question.
What else you gotta ask?
One last question. I got all these questions keep coming. Thank y'all. Okay, so I think it was Monique brought it up earlier in the show.
She did what?
She brought it.
I bought it.
Yeah, I know she did. I know she brought it up.
I bought it up. Mm-hmm.
I may be drunk, but I know my.
Listen, you didn't hear me right. Okay. So Monique said it earlier.
What did she say?
When I think she was like, people have this idea when your partner gets mad that they're going to say all these inappropriate, maybe racial slurs and stuff. Does that cross you all's mind or has it happened?
If that's crossing your mind with your partner, you don't need to be with that partner.
Boom. Okay.
I would never be with somebody that would say anything like crazy like that. Like if I was with a black dude and he decided to call me a bitch and a hoe, whatever, that's just as offensive as me being with a white dude and he calling me something else. You know, I'm not going to be with someone that when you are angry, your true self come out, and if that's your true self, I don't need to be with you.
True.
Regardless of what color you are, it don't make it no better if you calling me a bitch or a hoe versus you calling me a nigga. It's still offensive, and I'm still that Detroit gonna come out. So I don't need to be with you.
You know what, Monique? I'm gonna say this in my own ignorant mindset. I want to be in a place where I can still call somebody an N and they know that came from my soul.
That came from deep. That came from deep within. Yeah. I mean, like you ain't.
I want him to know that came from my soul. And I meant it when I said it. Because I work hard not to say it, Monique and Willie. I try hard not to say it. But when it come out, I want you to know it came from a place of intelligence and that I am tired of your shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It is you now. It is you.
It's you. It ain't me. It's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, Kareem? Why are you just you and LB are going in on me? Okay? I can't help it. I cannot help it. I'm sorry.
We have to find Kareem a lawyer.
Because he's going in.
But here's the thing. They're going to mess around and they're going to be sending her DMs talking about, can you represent me? No.
Can I get some legal advice?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm retired. I am officially retired. I cannot. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
It has been a...
Did he have to answer that question?
What you doing?
Yeah, Willie does.
What question?
Do you think that when your mate gets angry at you, is it a concern that these expletives and derogatory things
no. Like I said, it's the character of the person is examined before I made this walk. The character of the person is already examined. We a little bit over 7 years deep, about to be 3 years married. So no, it was well planned out. Like actually,
congratulations,
to the point. Thank you. We have a no cussing rule when it comes to we got to dispute. Why?
How y'all talking?
If
we can't, first off, our respect level is so high.
At all.
Yeah, our respect level is so high. There's not going to be a situation where the cussing is even necessary. Like, you know what I mean?
The most I've cussed in like forever, and that's because I'm talking to y'all. I talk like this.
I'll say that we have to talk. If someone raised their voice, it's a hey, if you don't mind, raise the voice and like get me there. Like our communication is to that point. Like so, to hear that word is not even in her psyche. Like even before me, like she's the kind of person where she was managing restaurants and it could be young single mothers who were struggling on rent. She's paying it for them. Like, you know what I mean? These young black women, like she's doing shit like that. Like that was her. That was her. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's not even in our world. That's not even in our world.
You know what? Yeah. I'm going to say I agree because I was raised, and when I'm in relationships, we don't get loud with each other. We don't curse with each other. We may have disagreements. Every blue moon,
everybody,
you may hear us get loud, but ain't no cursing because when you with somebody, it should be the ultimate respect. And you never.
Why do I need to curse at you to get my point across? Like, I just don't. That's not. I don't cuss around my kids. I don't cuss to him. We have disagreements. Like, two people who know how to articulate have disagreements. We talk it out. And if
as a regular Detroit resident, I use my profanity to put a little razzle dazzle on all the conversations. So you're gonna get your ass.
You gonna understand.
You're gonna shut
get this.
You're gonna do this.
Marty.
Do all those things, okay?
Hey, Marty, hey, Marty. I feel you. And anybody that knows Willie O know one thing. I'm a man that's gonna speak his mind, and if you need to be sliced, you're gonna be verbally sliced.
Right.
Not with my sidekick though. Not with my sidekick. Not with her. You know what I mean? Not with Robin to the Batman, or hell, I might be the Robin to her Batman, but not with her. You know what I mean? So, hey.
So I want to say, I think, do you all have anything that we didn't cover you want to cover before I close out, or you want to say?
Well, first and
thank you, Kareem. I appreciate all your comments. And you called me Mo, so you done caught on already. Like that's my Detroit side is Mo, right? Okay.
I just want to say, hey, everybody who's watching, hey, thank you for the comments. A lot of them very flattering, appreciate you. But first and foremost, Tangerine, Marty, I love what y'all doing. The show's fantastic. She's pressed is through the roof. Marty, I can't wait for the book to hit the streets so we can see what's going on with it. You ladies are crushing it. Y'all are an example. And hey, keep it going. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you for having me.
So true.
Monique, it's been fantastic seeing you.
I miss you, Willie.
Hey, small story, y'all. Small story, y'all. True story. Back in
Don't
the
be
day,
telling our business.
I had a crush on Monique. I took a swing at it, but I wasn't smooth enough.
You weren't supposed to tell
now y'all gonna fuck around and be on the show again to find out why y'all didn't work.
That's another show. Wait a minute.
You knew that, didn't you, Tangerine? You knew that.
I think I knew that, but you know who I thought you had a crush on, Willie?
Who?
Sandra Miller.
I did. That was different times, though.
She was at my house today. She has a cleaning business. Shout out to Sandra. She has a cleaning company and she cleans my house. She came this morning.
Shout out to Sandra.
Marty came to my house and Marty said, "Did you clean up today or organize?"
Did you?
My cleaning lady came. Yeah, I can really tell. It's so organized.
I felt it in my spirit.
All right, we can't call out anymore. I want all my business on the streets. That's the
right. Well, okay, so full disclosure, when Willie shot his shot, that was when I was trying to confuse and thought I liked Carl, but that was like, that was only for like 5 seconds. Why do you think he was coming out from Southwest all the damn time? Like,
I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that.
I don't want to get nobody in trouble. I
super quick.
Carl, I hope you will.
Carl knew. Carl knew.
Disrespectful.
I'm here as a security. I just want y'all to know.
Y'all know this mouth be getting loose. So
the drink have kicked in.
I'm about to close out because what I want to say, Willie and Mo, please don't hang up. I mean, don't click off when I close out because I'm gonna close them out, but I'm gonna keep y'all on because I'm gonna talk to y'all after the show. Okay, I clearly said that. We want to thank. Yeah, I said it. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. We want to thank Willie O and Monique.
Yes,
98 loud and proud. We thank y'all for coming. Y'all were the perfect guests, talkative, tell us the real. Willie argue with me. I love it.
Like,
but if y'all don't know, this is Southwest, baby. We love each other. So,
you already know, baby. You already know, baby.
Will, like, tell me about this stock. What Will, I want you to be on the stock show. Oh, you can't do that? Interracial Love. I'm getting you on, Willie O.
I want to prove myself a little bit more. I want to prove myself a little bit more.
Willie said, you want some books on stocks? I can send you some books. I said,
I can send you some books.
Wait, I told them, I ain't in the reading mode.
And on some other shit, because she's not the cusser. I'm the cusser. I'm the sailor on this show. So really, the people want to know: is it from a dispensary or where it's from? Because they say you smoking on the good.
Yeah, everybody concerned about it.
They concerned. They want to know.
Right. They want to know the details.
They put like I'm blessed to have people in my family who are very talented.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
I'll be calling you after the show.
We gonna talk to them after the show, so we can keep your questions.
Yeah, we keep.
Somebody called out the Kush earlier. That was
they did.
A couple times.
They didn't talk about it.
They watching them because now they know he's smoking the black. So really,
I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth, Greg. That's my chaser.
Really said he got to keep his composure because they might say something crazy.
It's like drinking water in between drinks. You know what I mean?
Gotta,
Yeah. So I thank you all. If you all know, the drinks have really kicked in with the perfect pair. We thank y'all for showing up. We thank everybody for tuning in. Please remember, every Sunday at 2:00, you can find us at YouTube, Tangerine and Marty with an I. You can go on our Facebook page. You can watch us throughout the week. If you have a show idea or want to be a guest, please contact us. Our email is supposed to come up, but I don't know if I can find it right now. Okay, here's that email.
Oh my goodness. There we go.
Kicked in. I'm feeling good, but I've been trying to contain myself.
We ain't feeling
I'm trying to get on your level.
And I got my chicken right here with my French fries. So I thank everybody for tuning in. We'll see y'all next week. We did go over time, but y'all tuned in because I effing love y'all.
We love all of you. Let me check that out. Yes.
Are we coming next week? It's Super Bowl week. We should.
Oh, is it?
Leave that one alone.
We're gonna be out next week.
We'll be here.
Then we gonna go out and have our Super Bowl fun. Yeah. Super Bowl.
Super bug. And all the fun. Mm-hmm.
We love y'all. Everybody.
So drunk.
Good night. God bless.
Bye.
See y'all next week.
Wait, y'all. What we do? I found something new I can do before we log off. Before we log off.
Lord have mercy.
What the hell?
Remember, I found the music.
Okay, so
hold on. Wait a minute.
This girl trying to try some new shit at the end of the show.
Y'all just hold on.
My sister calling me.
Hold on. I can't find the music. Okay, well, I can't find the music. I thought I found it the other day. All right, I love y'all. Good night.
Good night.